Hey there, you fellow good guys. My name is Mr. Baker, coming at you with another Chrome Music Lab tutorial. This is a song called Bad Guy by the famous Billie Eilish. Oh yeah, she won all the Grammys last year. Super talented young artist, but let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. Yeah, Chrome Music Lab. Type that in, click that top link. You want to click this second one here, little smiley face guy that says Song Maker, because we're going to make a song. No, we're not going to make a song. This song's already been made. We're simply going to recreate this song. Let me exit out of these toolbars down here. Let me move my fat noggin up to the top and get that out of the way. Yeah, we're square. Now, next we got to change the settings. First things first, before we put anything into our blank canvas, change the settings and make sure the settings are looking good. Click settings, the little gear icon. Length, 4 bars. Nope, we got to double that. 4 times 2 is 8. So let's make that 8 bars. 8 bars of length, 8 bars of music. Now, scale, we want to change from major to chromatic. It uses all the notes for this song. So we want to change major down to chromatic. So those are the only things you need to change. Length from 4 bars to 8, and scale from major to chromatic. Click the blue check mark when you're done. Click the X, it won't save your settings. Now we have to change the tempos, the speed of the song. Tempo for Bad Guy is 135 beats per minute. So we're going to put it on 135. 135. There it is. Boom. 135 for our tempo. Make sure your tempo is 135. Now we're going to put in some drums. Next thing we're going to do is build from the bottom to the top, starting with the drums. Drums are very simple for this song. It's called 4 on the floor. It goes like this. To simulate a bass drum, 4 on the floor, right? For driving, fist bumping, high energy party music, right? So we need to put a 4 on the floor, quarter note, bass drum, driving drum beat here. Bass, skip, bass, skip, bass, skip, bass, skip. That's all there is to it. That's literally all you got to do. No triangles in this song. Just circle, skip, circle, skip, circle, skip, circle, skip. I'm going to go ahead and keep putting that all the way throughout the song. Make sure your spacing is correct. Do not add any spaces or leave any spaces out because it will sound funky and not in a good way. Not in a good way. Now we're keep putting in this pattern all the way to here. Now while I'm finishing this pattern, let me go ahead and do a little shameless self-promotion. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Smash that like button. Yeah, all the things those YouTubers say. Yeah, so I got all my circles and there's a space between every one. My tempo's at 135. You should already be able to hear what the song kind of sounds like in reference. Let's hear it. Right? Cool. Now we got to put in some notes. Drums are looking good. Tempo's looking good. Now we're ready for the notes. We have a large scale of notes here. We have extra colors. High octave and low octave. We got all the shades of the rainbow right here. Until it starts over. The fat blue line in the middle separates the low octave from the high octave. So I have my notes here on this low octave is where we're going to start. Because our tempo's set, our drums are set, and we're ready for the notes. Now, this first note we need is a teal. Because that's the note G. This song's in G minor, so it starts on a G. So we got a G, then we skip 2. And another G. We'll call it teal. Let's switch to calling them colors to not confuse anybody. So we have a teal, skip 2, teal, magenta, teal. So we have a mountaintop right here. After we skip teal, skip 2, teal, magenta, teal, mountaintop. Magenta's right in between the purple and pink, see? So we have teal, magenta, teal, skip 1, teal, skip 1, teal, skip 1, teal, magenta, teal. Another mountaintop right here. And then we're going to hit a green. That's the whole first part of the pattern. Teal, skip 2, teal, magenta, teal, skip 1, teal, skip 1, teal, skip 1, teal, magenta, teal, and a green. If you have them all spaced out correctly, and there should be a little space after this green before it goes to the next white section. Let's hear how it sounds. Sounds right to me. Now, something sounds a little funky, though. I don't think the marimba is very suited for Bad Guy. This is a more modern electronic electro feel. So let's switch it to an electronic instrument called a synthesizer to make it sound electric. Good. The drums are already electronic. We don't need to mess with the drums. That part's looking great. Now, doesn't the song just repeat that part next? Yes, it sure does. So we have the same white section and gray section. I see another white section and gray section here. That needs to look identical to the first section. So I'm going to put it in real quick, but make sure you take the time to make sure this section is the same as this one. So teal. So I just repeated the first part as the second part because they are the same. And if you see, there should be one little space at the end of this gray section. Let's see if it sounds right so far. Sure does. Sounds great. Now, take a second to pause the video if you need to check your work and make sure yours looks exactly like this before you go on. Don't continue to the next part till this is looking good. Otherwise, it'll probably just get more confusing to try to fix later. So pause it here to check your work and go. All right, pause period over. Let's go ahead to the next part, shall we? Now, scroll on over and we have two more sections of white and gray and white and gray. So let's figure out what the notes are for that. You got to scroll up for this next part. Grab that blue bar, scroll it up to the top octave. So we're thinking above this blue line now. We're hopping above this blue line to the next section, which starts with the red. And then the same rhythmic patterns and shapes that we saw over here, you're also going to see right here. So what did we start with in the last section? 2 skips after the first note. That's what we're going to do here. Red, 2 skips, red, burnt orange, red. We'll call that burnt orange. Between just normal orange and this yellow. We'll just call that burnt orange for fun. I know this one might be more, doesn't matter. Okay, so red, skip 2, red, burnt orange, red, skip 1, red. There it is, boom. Same pattern we saw here is going to be present here, just a little different at the end. And it starts on a different color. Same rhythm though. Red, skip 2. Red, burnt orange, red, skip 1. Red, skip 1. Red, skip 1. Red, burnt orange, red. And instead of going down to the green, the way the last one did, we're hop up for this one to the high G because we started on a G at the very beginning. We want the high G for the end of this phrase. Now, if that rhythm is looking the same and the same shapes are happening, they're all spaced out right, it should sound correct. Let's check it. Perfect. Sounds wonderful. Now check to make sure your third section looks just like this. Like this. So the first 2 sections are the same. We check those. And here's the third section. Now we have one more to finish off the tune. And as it repeats the same way it does in the song. Now, next section here, white, gray section. This part starts with a regular orange. So one orange below this orange, a darker orange. And then skip 2. Same kind of pattern. Orange, skip 2, orange, green, orange. So orange, skip 2, orange, green, orange, mountaintop right there. Now, and then skip 1 here. You got to hop down. We got to find that lower orange. Where's that lower orange? I need this orange, but in a lower octave. Let's find it. So we skipped 1. Make sure you have a blank column after this orange. There's my orange. Got it. First try. Boom. So skip a color here. Skip a column, skip a whole entire column here, and you have another orange, skip 1, orange, skip 1, orange. Then if it's all spaced out right, you should have 4 blank columns at the end. So let's check that again. Orange, skip 2, orange, green, orange, skip 1, hop down, orange, skip 1, orange, skip 1, orange, skip 4. Now, if it's all correct and your spacing is right, which means your rhythms are right, and your notes are right, which means your colors are right, it should all sound perfect, just like the original. Let's give it a try. Mm-hmm. Then it adds the snaps, right? Tasty song, tasty beat, super popular, took the world by storm. Wonderful tune by Billie Eilish. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mr. Baker. Post your link in the song in the comments below. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm signing out. Bye.